I want to give you a quick tour of your Vitalsource bookshelf e-reader account. Currently, I'm looking at an American government ebook. I've redeemed my access code provided by BFW, and I'm online in Vitalsource Bookshelf Online. The key note regarding these access codes in these ebooks, although I'm online, I can actually download this book onto my device and have full access offline. So even if I lose internet connection, if I don't have an internet connection, as long as I complete these initial steps, I'll have full access to the ebook, and I'll have access to almost all of these features we're going to cover that we're reviewing while we're online. One way to find that offline access, in the bottom right corner, you've got the cogwheel. You click that, and down here on this toolbar on the left, you can see Read Offline with Bookshelf desktop app. If you already have the app installed, that'll launch the app for you. It'll put the particular book you're viewing into your Bookshelf app and ask you if you want to download it. If you don't have that, if you don't see that, essentially go to your app store. So the Apple App Store, Android Store, Kindle Fire. If you have a Mac or PC, you can download the Bookshelf Reader as well. And there's also a Chromebook. So regardless of device, you should be able to download your ebook onto that device. You can actually download on up to 4 devices. So we try to make it available and accessible regardless of your particular situation. Now I want to run down some of the actual functions and resources and features you have within your ebook. So I'm going to look at this bottom toolbar first. So you've got your page entry. So if we want to jump to page 10, you can quickly type in a page number, jump to that page. This is your bookmark option. So if you want to bookmark a page, you can do that. You've got a quick scroll toolbar as well. So if we want to jump to a particular page, I can drag this, jump to page 189 very quickly. So you can print a particular number of pages. There's also many viewing options. Depending on the exact type of ebook you have, you've got different options. So day mode, night mode, how you want to read, different font sizes as well. There is additional built-in text-to-speech feature as well. So this read aloud feature, it actually utilizes your browser's built-in text-to-speech feature. So it will grab any of the text and alt text that we have on here and read it to you. I'm on a Mac and in Chrome right now, and so you can actually see some of the settings I'll have. I can slow down the reading speed as well as speed it up, and I can also change the voice. So this is not changing the language, but the voice or the accent that that reader may have as they go through the text. There's also a fast highlighting option, a citation option, so you can have students grab the particular citation format that you would like for them to report on, and copy link. So copy URL would allow you to basically grab this URL if you needed to provide a deep link. By providing this link to students, it takes them directly to this page. If you wanted to put a deep link in your Google Classroom or your LMS, that would be the best way to grab that URL. On the left-hand side, you've got some menu options too. So you can jump to your library. If you have multiple books from Bookshelf, all of those will show in your same library as long as you redeem the code under the same email address. You can jump to your table of contents. So you've got your entire table of contents here. If you want to drill down into a particular one, hit any of these carets. It'll give you more options here. If we want to jump to chapter 11 and 11.2 section review, it'll jump to that particular page as well. And then you can scroll from there. You can search the book, so search key terms. There is a built-in notebook. So as you add your own highlights and notes, those highlights and notes will store in your notebook. So as I added that yellow note, you can see it added to my notebook. I can also add notes. So let's add a note here. And we'll make this one green. Anytime you add a note, you'll also have it clickable here on the page, so viewable here. And as you can see, it filled in my notebook. My notes and highlights are specific to my individual user, so as I make those, they're going to populate just for myself. If I'm offline, and let's say I lose internet access or I don't have access, but I've gone ahead and downloaded my book, I can continue to add notes and highlights as well as soon as I bring that device back online. As soon as I go anywhere with internet connection, or if internet comes back at the location I'm at, all of those notes and highlights will sync with my account so that there's only one set of notes and highlights out there. So as long as you connect back to the internet, anything you did when you were offline will sync back up with your account. As we're looking at this notebook feature, you can see here I can scroll, I can search within my notes and highlights, I can do filters, I can do different settings that I want to as far as how I want to view it. Down here in the bottom left, you can also export all of your notes and highlights to Microsoft OneNote. You can also print these as well. So you can print them, you can narrow down exactly how many or what section you want to print. When you do print these, you'll notice when this print preview shows up here, it'll have all of my highlights and notes here on the left-hand side, and it'll leave a side notes, a little blank area for me to do any additional pencil paper versions of annotations or notes or anything as well. So if I close this, jump back into my notebook, the last feature is the review mode. So review mode allows you to review all of your notes and highlights. So it'll give you a split screen. You've got your ebook over here on the left, and then your highlight and or your note on the right. And it essentially allows you to work through those. And you can see I've got my percentage up here. I have 4 total highlights and notes, and as I work through, it will move me to the specific page, show me my highlight and note, and work through my percentage, and lets me review all of those as I'm going through them. In addition to highlights and notes, there is a flashcard feature. So you can see here I actually have created my own flashcard deck and created 2 flashcards as well. So these are flashcards I created on the fly, and a user could do that as well. So let's say we want to add question order as a note card. We could highlight that, we could do create flashcard, and let's add it to our test prep deck. So you can see here question order is added to the front of the card, and we'll just go ahead and grab this for the back of the card and save. So I've created another flashcard. Same type of concept here. You can search your flashcards. You can also do a review mode. So I've got we're going to do all of our flashcards. Got quantitative analysis. Do I remember what that is? I think so. Let's flip the card. Got it right. Let's jump to our next one. Don't remember that one. So you can mark these as you go through for a review as well. In addition, on the left-hand side, we've covered notebook, we covered flashcards. We do give you all of the figures. So on the left-hand side, figures will let you pull up any of the images that are found in the text. So if you wanted to pull those up, the best way to view them, if you right-click and you open in a new tab, it'll give you the full-size image. So really get any of the images throughout the book. You can blow those up and see the high-quality images as well. If you have any questions, if you need access to additional books or want to know what other additional resources we have for teachers, for students, please reach out to your rep, and we'd be happy to help.